Here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I'm your host, the average spicy camping or patrol base enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for being here, guys. We are almost to 20,000 freaking subscribers, and that is directly thanks to your contribution to this channel. So everybody go out and give themselves a pat on the freaking back. If you wouldn't mind, share this video with a like-minded person that hasn't found the channel yet. Just share it with them. If they don't like it, that's cool, whatever. I have to give a shout out to my brother. He's a Kansas state trooper. He's got a jiu-jitsu YouTube channel. He posts, I guess, drills, a ton of different drills and techniques over there that soldiers or modern Minutemen or you name it, right? Cops, okay, troopers, state troopers. He posts stuff like that that'll help keep you alive, get distance away from somebody and employ your handgun if you would have to, or close the distance if you don't have access to your handgun and win the fight. So check out Defender BJJ. Okay, Defender BJJ. Get over there. If I remember, I'll leave a link to his channel. He is super freaking based. Of course, he's my brother. Obviously, he's my little brother, but I don't view him like that because he's freaking super successful in his own venture. So if you're into jiu-jitsu and you want to see stuff on how to defend yourself, check out Defender BJJ. Okay, guys, the topic of today's video, the block of instruction, is going to be patrol bases. Before I get into the patrol base, I just have to ask you to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It helps out the channel. It lets other people know that are like-minded like us. It lets them know, hey, come check out the freaking channel. Leave a comment. The comment that we're going to leave today down in the comment section is a llama, L-L-A-M-A. The reason why is a lot of this class just reminds me of my previous two platoons, the combat llamas, okay? So shout out to all my combat corn dogs and combat llamas out there. So the comment or the emoji for the video is going to be a llama. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I think we're up to 40% of my viewers are subscribed now, so we're making progress. We made a 2% jump. But yeah, actually subscribe. Oh yeah, the Patreon. Okay, I get a lot of people asking me, sending me DMs on Instagram, asking me questions. Guys, I don't have the time to answer every single person. So if you want to support me, I will support you. I don't have the time to sit here and talk about what gas mask you should buy or whatever, right, to a million different people. So $5 a month, consider checking out the Patreon. Gets you access to a Discord server, a closed Discord server. I think we're nearing approximately 500 dudes. A lot of those dudes are grandfathered in from when this channel was first created and some homies in the Army. So if you want to support the channel, $5 a month, consider becoming a member of the Discord. And the Instagram is a thing. I post every lift that I do over on Instagram. So if you're not lifting, you need to be. Consider checking out the Instagram channel. That's where I'll be over posting my lifts, posting where I'm trying to get a pump at. All right. With all that being said, the drink for the video is 42 gram Fairlife protein and some water because I'm freaking a little bit dehydrated. All right. So the purpose of a patrol base is essentially where you're going to conduct your priorities of work, but you're planning, okay? It's where you're going to be able to allow your people to conduct their priorities of work without dying in Minecraft. Everything I covered today is only going to be utilized for Minecraft. Nothing will be utilized for, I don't know, a doomsday situation or, I don't know, something crazy, right? Something absolutely crazy. If you think it's crazy, leave a freaking crazy emoji. Leave a zombie emoji. I don't know. I feel like the zombie thing is kind of overplayed by now, but yeah. So the purpose of a patrol base is going to be where you allow your people to conduct priorities of work, okay? In order to teach patrol base, I have to talk to you about the 5 principles of patrolling, okay? Planning, recon, security, control, common sense. All right, everyone should have their notebook out. If you're watching this to learn, you should be taking notes. So I'll give you a second. I'm going to take a drink of water. You go get your notebook because you probably... if you want to retain anything and you're doing this for your Minecraft server so you actually know what's going on, you might want to take some notes. Okay, now that you got your notebook, planning, recon, security, control, and common sense. Which one do you think is the most important? Correct, common sense, okay? So those are 5 principles of patrolling. You're going to need to know that, and you're going to need to apply that during your patrol base occupation. Priorities of work in order. So once, I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but I have to give you the purpose. You always want to give the purpose, not just, well, why are we going to establish a patrol base? I could just stop right here and I could do this right here. No, because you'll die. Okay, you can't just camp wherever in Minecraft. If you try to just, if you've ever been on a patrol and you just wanted to camp real quick in Minecraft and someone rolled up on you, leave a comment below. Okay, so the purpose of a patrol base is your priorities of work. So security, okay, weapons maintenance, hygiene, chow, and sleep. Notice which one is at the very, very bottom that everyone hates, right? Or everyone loves, but everyone hates it is at the bottom. Chow and sleep, okay? So as I'm going through this class and as you're taking notes, realize the more proficient you become at establishing a patrol base, the more sleep you're gonna get. I have seen a lot of platoons that cannot establish a patrol base effectively, and guess how much sleep they get during operations in Minecraft? Correct, they get none, okay? So remember that sleep is at the bottom of the list. So you need to remember that. You need to become proficient with establishing your patrol base, because if you're not proficient, you're not gonna sleep, you're not gonna eat, you might get some time to plan, and you might get some time for weapons maintenance, but that's about it. All right. Is there anything else I want to cover before I get into it? Okay, so now that you know why we're going to do a patrol base, we're gonna talk through some basic steps, and as we're going through, if you have questions, check out the Patreon and freaking ask, dude. Okay. All right. So we got our combat llama platoon. They're in it. Every squad is in a squad column fire team wedge. I didn't have enough space to draw the entire platoon, but just know that our direction of travel is this way. Okay. So we got our combat llamas down here. Going to go ahead and get rid of them for space purposes. But what they're going to do is conduct a short halt. A short halt, the hand and arm signal for halt is this. Fingers and thumb extended and joined with the palm facing forward. Okay, so everyone do it with me. Short halt, okay? It's going to be over the shoulder, because if I did it like this, would you be able to see me under nods if I did this? Would you be able to see what I'm doing with my hands effectively? So imagine you got your PBS 14s or your 31s on, and you look at me, you're not going to be able to see it because my hands are here. So you have short halt is the first thing you're going to do. So in order to conduct a short halt, it's pretty simple. Either the first squad leader or whoever you elect to do it is going to establish a pivot point. Okay, the first, well, depending on how many squads you have. Okay, the first squad will go right and establish the right half. The second squad will still hit that pivot point. Every member of the squad will hit this pivot point, and the second squad will go left. Okay, this is a this is a long haul, short haul into a long haul. Okay, so the PL, the platoon sergeant, the RTO, the medic, and the weapons squad leader will all be in the center. One machine gun will be at the 6, one machine gun will be at the 12. All those rifle squad members will be out here. Okay, everyone will be facing out. I'm just going to draw a couple with interlocking sectors of fire. And then we're going to conduct what? What do you guys think we're going to conduct after we get into our short halt that's going to turn into a long halt? Correct. We're going to conduct stop, look, listen, smell. So seals. Okay, I'm not going to draw it all the way around, but I think you guys get it. We're going to establish, so step number 1, the short halt is called. First squad leader stops right here. Depending on how many squads you get, you're just going to divide it in half, not including weapons. Okay, not including weapons squad members. So half is going to go right and stop up here, making a combat football. The other half is going to go left, stopping up here, very hastily establishing security. And then without getting too crazy, once we have security established, once everyone's on a knee at this point, you're going to conduct seals. Stop, look, listen, smell. Watch my previous videos if you don't know what those are. I'm not going to keep rehashing it, okay? So stop, look, listen, smell. Seals does not begin until every member of the formation is tracking that it's happening. The reason why is you're going to have little joeys that are going to keep switching knees because they're on a knee and their knee hurts, right? So they're going to keep switching knees, making a ton of noise. So once every member of the platoon is looking and, okay, we're doing seals and it's completely silent, that's when we conduct seals. Once seals is complete and we don't smell anything, we don't hear anything, we don't see anything that's suspicious, suspicious, among us, I don't know, reference. I don't think I told you guys my background. 11 years, infantryman. If you're new to the channel, I'm not just lying to you right now. I guess that's my very hasty resume. Airborne dude, drill sergeant dude, mechanized, Bradley commander for a while. I'm not just lying to you. I'm 11 Bravo active duty. Okay. Yeah. Back to seals. So once seals is complete, that is when we can begin establishing permanent security in our short halt that's turning into a long halt. So making sure everyone's sectors of fire are interlocking at 35 meters. Why 35 meters? Because that is hand grenade range. So we have 360 security. The PL and the key leaders are going to be in the same formation every single time. So we got our PL. Well, typically the PL will be in the middle. All right. So PL's in the middle. Platoon sergeant's on the other side. Medic, RTO, weapons squad leader, first squad leader. See what I'm saying? Second squad leader. And if you have a security squad, okay? So, but everyone will always be in the same spot. Why do you think that is? Guys, reminder, hit the freaking like button, leave a comment. Combat Llama. Why do you think everyone's going to be in the same spot every time? The reason is that way the PL, the platoon leader, can effectively disseminate information in a quick, hasty manner. So imagine you're a quarterback and you call a huddle. Okay, huddle on me. And imagine he's reading off the play. The PL, the patrol leader, the platoon leader, they are the quarterback. Okay, obviously the platoon sergeant's there making sure he doesn't say anything crazy, right? But overall, the PL is in charge, okay? So it's like a little mini huddle. So you got all your little joeys out here pulling security. You got your 240s that are not incorporated in security. They just are at the apex, or they're positioned at the apex or at the area that you're going to expect contact from the most likely avenue of approach for the enemy. The PL is going to tell them, this is our short halt, and it's now our long halt, okay? So if you're confused, that's what's happening. The PL is going to tell all the key leaders, this is our short halt that's turned into a long halt. I am going on a leader's recon. I am going to take, whoever he wants to take, right? I'm going to take these members with me on the leader's recon. Where am I going? I'm going to our tentative patrol base, okay? I'm going to our tentative patrol base. I will be gone for approximately X amount of time. If I'm not back by this time, I need you to give me an extra 10 minutes. If I'm not back at the end of that extra 10 minutes, I want you to get accountability here and return to base. Or I want you to move to me, because maybe I got captured or killed. You see what I'm saying? Actions on contact. If I receive contact, I want you to keep the platoon in place. I'll fight back to you, or you fight to me. What did I just describe? I just described a gatwa. Going, others going with me, time will be gone, what to do, actions if I don't return, or what time I'll be back, and actions if I don't return, okay? The platoon leader is going to give that gatwa to every key leader. Every key leader, or at least the platoon sergeant, or the weapons squad leader, will repeat it back to the boss. Sir, you're going to be gone for this time. These are the personnel you're taking with you. This is what's going to happen if you don't return. This is what's going to happen if you take contact. Cool. The RTO is going to radio up to the commander. We'll say Comanche 6, okay? Comanche 6, this is 1-6 Romeo. The 6 actual is going on a leader's recon with this many packs. How copy over? So the RTO is always calling that up. At this time, the platoon sergeant and the medic will move to the 6 o'clock apex of the short halt. Let's take a water break. The platoon sergeant and the medic, if you haven't hit the like button, do it. If the platoon sergeant and the medic will move to the 6 o'clock, they will count out physically the members of the leader's recon. The platoon leader will go on a dog leg, 90-degree and 90-degree turn, and then they will begin their leader's recon. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, this RP, this in-route rally point, as we were getting into our long halt, the platoon sergeant, or whoever identified it first, would basically identify the Alamo. This will come in handy later for your black and gold plan. Where did I put it? It's on here somewhere. This will come in later for our black and gold plan. We just call this the Alamo, okay? Or our en-route rally point. Don't forget that. It's going to be on the test. All right. Notice the PL on his leader's recon, where did he go directly in front of? He went directly in front of members of his own platoon. Now do you guys understand why communication is important? Because all these squad leaders have a job to do. They have to go out and disseminate to all their people, their team leaders, and their team leaders need to disseminate to their joeys that, hey, all their little combat llamas, right? Hey, combat llamas. Hey, combat llama. Guess what? The PL, the platoon leader, is going on a leader's recon, okay? He's going to be going that direction. He's going to be gone for this amount of time. Don't kill him, okay? We got to take care of our platoon leaders, right? So don't kill him. So when your patrol leader goes on the dog leg and goes up here with all of his little, it always changes unit to unit. Ranger School will tell you some things. Other units do it different. Just know he's bringing whatever personnel he needs for the leader's recon. Okay, I'm not going to give you specifics because it changes from unit to unit, and it might change for you in Minecraft. Okay, so the PL is moving up. Every member of the patrol of the platoon is tracking that not to smoke him. He's going to be out here. Now he's got two methods that he can utilize to recon his tentative patrol base. What do you think those two methods are? Come on, where my dog's at? Woo, 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 woo. Where my dog's at? What are the two methods of recon? While I take a drink of water, you think about it. Okay, so he can come up here, okay, to the tentative 6 o'clock. Okay, this is the tentative 6 o'clock position of the patrol base. He can do one of two methods. He can either, I don't know why I did this to myself. This is the tentative patrol base. He can do one of two methods, okay? Just pretend like he's over here. He can zigzag the entire area that he wants to potentially establish a patrol base, okay? So he can zigzag it, and while he's zigzagging it, his either alpha team leader or first squad leader, whoever he elected to bring with him on this patrol, that individual, if the PL is going this way, okay, and this is the tentative thing, guess what his NCO is doing? They're going to start on the other side, and they're going to do the exact opposite. What are they looking for? They are looking for the same type of stuff that you're looking for with SEALs, with a bunch of freaking stuff. You're going to need your pen and paper, so hopefully you have your pen and paper. They're looking for natural lines of drift. Are we near a road? Are we near an area where animals are going to be trying to move to get water? When I say animals, I'm talking people as well, because enemy combatants in Minecraft, they like to take the path of least resistance for water resupply, just like we would, right? So if there's a stream, I wish I had blue, if there's a stream right here, okay, in our patrol base, I should just keep these uncapped, correct. In the patrol base, the tentative patrol base is right here. Do we want to establish this nice patrol base next to this running water when there's a nice little trail that comes right to it? No, because that means a bunch of freaking Minecraft or Roblox weirdos are going to be coming down this trail, and they're going to want to get water. That means we're going to get compromised, and getting compromised is literally how you get killed in Minecraft, okay? So we want to be away from natural lines of drift. We want to have overhead cover, so that way the enemy Minecraft drone doesn't drop a freaking hand grenade or a mortar round on our patrol base. So just imagine you're laying there and you're about to open your MRE in the prone firing position off the line. I'll cover it a little bit, but you never eat on the line. You're about to open your MRE. You're freaking freezing to death. You've been up for 4 days, whatever, crazy situation. It's the worst thing in your life. And you open your MRE and then a freaking mortar round gets dropped on your head because you don't have overhead cover. So the patrol leader needs to make sure that this area has trees or overhead cover, right? A lot of guys, I hear it a lot. And NCOs, I'm calling you out, okay? I hear it all the time in classes. Oh, you want to put your patrol base in a swamp. Okay, bring it in, NCOs, okay? Platoon sergeants, my freaking peers. What happens if our soldiers' feet get jacked up? They're not changing their socks as frequently as they should be, and now we're in a swamp. Remember, we're establishing this patrol base for our priorities of work, okay? One of the priorities of work is hygiene. So if you ruin your soldiers' feet, they're not going to be able to conduct whatever operation you have to conduct the next day or that night. So I get it that we've all been trained, the swamp, but probably try to find an area that's, yeah, it's going to be, you want it in a bad area, but you don't necessarily want it actually in the swamp. You just want it in an area that's away from high avenues of approach and natural lines of drift, overhead cover. You want it away from that kind of stuff, or you want to keep those things in mind, but you don't want to destroy your troops' feet, okay? Because if you destroy their feet, they're not going to be able to freaking operate, right? All right, so I showed you the zigzag method. Okay, there's also the clover leaf method. So say this is our tentative patrol base. The PL could start here and go all the way around. Okay, same thing. If he's in a hurry, he's probably not the best idea, but he could also do a patrol base by force. Probably the worst freaking thing you could do. Okay, so we've established that this is a good area for the patrol base. Ah, God, I don't like that. We're gonna say this is a good area for our patrol base. So what's gonna happen now is the PL is gonna leave a rifleman and a saw gunner. This is gonna be called R and S, okay? A rifleman and a saw gunner. So just imagine two little Joeys, preferably a squared away saw gunner, okay? And all they're gonna do is sit here and watch. They're gonna watch eyeballs, nose, okay? They're gonna watch this patrol base, okay? What are they watching for? They're watching for the enemy or anything that changes. They're gonna have a little radio, okay? That way, when the PL is coming back, he can radio up a far recognition and a near recognition signal. That way there's no fratricide, blue on blue that happens. Okay, so we left our RNS here. The implied task for the PL is going to be to radio back to the platoon sergeant that, hey, far recognition signal. When the PL radios back to the platoon sergeant's going to get everybody up on a knee. During this time, the platoon sergeant should have been camouflaging, conducting chamber checks, okay, making sure every dude is squared away. They should be continuing to improve their security and continuing to improve. They shouldn't just be over here rucksack flopping, freaking doing nothing, all right? So if you're a platoon sergeant or the weasel, weapon squad leader, make sure these guys are staying lethal, okay, in Minecraft. PL calls up far recognition. That way no one smokes him, right? Because maybe this dude fell asleep and he sees his PL coming down and smokes him. So avoid that. How about we avoid that? We got to take care of him, right? So he's coming down, far recognition, near recognition, okay? You can use a radio again, or you can use your VS-17 panel, okay, with your number combination. The platoon sergeant will physically count them back into the long hole, okay? Now they're back. All that's going to happen now is the platoon leader is going to disseminate where we're going. We're going to do a map check. We're going to disseminate the information to the key leaders. The key leaders are going to disseminate that information to the team leaders. The team leaders are going to disseminate that information to the Joeys. They're all going to be up on a knee. And guess what they're going to do? One squad at a time. This is going to get wild with this small of a whiteboard. Guys, remember to like the video, comment, join the Patreon, invest in the people that invest in you. How about that? Okay. So first squad will come out, hit the dog leg, and go in. Far recognition. After first squad's all out, then second squad will come out, then third squad, security squad, and then weapons. Now listen, or weapons can go wherever the PL wants them to go. But listen, everyone's not going to stand up at the same time, because what's that going to freaking sound like if 40 dudes all stand up in the woods at the same time? It's going to be insane. Insane in the membrane, okay? We're going to come up. We're going to radio our RNS. Remember the two Joeys that we have up here? We're going to radio them and say, hey, dude, we're coming back. Any changes on the objective or on the tentative patrol base? No, boss, no changes, okay? So preferably, the whole platoon is going to do a little dog leg, okay? And then enter the patrol base. Why? The reason for the dog leg, so if this Minecraft guy is following us and we do the dog leg and he keeps going, well, he's going to get smoked, okay? In Minecraft. It's not legal advice. All right. The rifleman that's facing to the rear will begin the count. Whatever key leader arrives at this position first will physically count every member of the platoon in, okay? So we got to the 6 o'clock position. We're never, ever, write this down right now. Write it down. I'm waiting. Get your freaking pen in your hand. I see you. I'm not just talking to the viewers. I'm talking to you. Get your freaking pen in your hand. And wake up. All right. Check it out. Whoever gets there first is going to stop there and start the count. The only place you're ever going to enter or exit your patrol base, okay, is going to be through the 6 o'clock. The platoon sergeant or a key leader must count you in and count you out every time. Let's take a water break. Okay, so the first key leader that gets here is going to start counting them in. Every single member of the platoon, regardless of where you're going to end up. So let's say first squad ends up over here, second squad, third, and weapons will end up at the apex, right? At every apex. Apex is just a corner, okay? Doesn't matter where you're going to end up. You're going to start here because you always enter through the 6, and you're going to go all the way up. Conduct your column ride, march, step, turn. You're not actually going to pivot, but you are going to do that. You're going to go out there. You're going to go out to the corner. Boom, column ride, march, step, turn. Boom. Guess what's going to happen? Not only have you made an inner trail, okay, an inner trail that you can move in that's easily identifiable from everyone physically walking it, you've confused the enemy if they're observing you, okay? So that you've confused the enemy. You've easily marked an inner trail. Everyone in the platoon now knows where. I'll make sure we're still filming while I'm talking to you. Every member of the patrol now knows where everybody will be. And guess what's going to happen? Everybody will just naturally stop where they think they're supposed to stop. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of people not paying attention sometimes with a bad platoon that doesn't freaking train. Guys, if you're watching this video and you're just sitting in the company right now or sitting in the troop and you're active duty or whatever, okay, and you have your buddies, take these steps, go outside, okay, and just practice. Freaking practice. If you're just a little private and you're just trying to learn, get all the Joes that aren't doing anything, get them outside, okay, and practice these steps because it could save your freaking life, dude. This is serious. So it could save your life. So if you're just sitting at work right now and you somehow came across my channel, grab all your battle buddies, okay? Yeah, I said battle buddy. Get over it. Grab them, get outside, and practice these steps. Okay, so a good platoon, every member of the platoon will stop where they're supposed to stop. Kind of, roughly. They're not going to be perfect by any source of the imagination, but they'll all just kind of stop where they're supposed to stop. Now, they're never going to just stop by themselves. They're going to stop with a battle buddy, a ranger buddy, a shooting buddy, wherever you come from in the Army, okay? They're going to stop with their shooting buddy, their battle buddy. They're going to they're going to battle buddy up, okay? So 2 people per position. And guess what we're going to do first? Once we get into everyone's in their position, we're going to conduct SEALs. Stop, look, listen, smell. When does SEALs begin? When every single member of the platoon is tracking that it's happening, right? Because there's going to be some dude that's just not paying attention. Happens. So they all stop. They conduct SEALs. SEALs complete. Now's where it's going to get a little bit freaking wild, okay? So once SEALs is complete, squad leaders, I'll make this look better. How about that? Squad leaders, your job is to reestablish security with your team leaders, okay? So the team leaders will assign security and the squad leaders will verify. After the squad leader verifies security, the squad leader, so by verifying, that squad leader is going to go to every single member of the platoon or his squad and make sure that they know where their sector of fire is. So let's say we got 2 dudes here. I'm not going to draw everybody, but I think it'll illustrate the point. 2 dudes here, 2 dudes here, 2 dudes here, 2 dudes. Guys, as I draw this out, make sure you've already done all the YouTube things. I hate to have to keep saying that, but you'd be surprised. Like, people don't realize how much it impacts the channel if you actually like and subscribe and stuff. Okay, so we have everyone's ranger buddied up. So the squad, remember how we talked about our huddle in the middle? 3, 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, so we have our PL, our platoon sergeant, RTO, medic, weasel, squad leader, and squad leader. They're always going to go to the center. It's called the I always mess this part up, of course. I guess I'm not being evaluated, but the Tower of Power, okay? It's called the Tower of Power. So they're going to go into the center, and they're going to conduct their Tower of Power. The platoon leader is going to give out guidance, whatever he wants to happen. In this particular case, because we've already done our SEALs, now we're going to go back out and assign sectors of fire. Our sectors of fire need to intersect at 35 meters. So we can already see what the problem is here, the way I've drawn it. Okay, so we would have to either have another battle buddy team out here. You see what I'm saying? Because every sector of fire must interlock at 35 meters, because 35 meters is hand grenade range. Okay, we're just going to pretend like there's a battle buddy team here. But once we have that, the squad leaders have verified, the team leader is assigned, the squad leader is verified. Now we can move on with life, okay? So, this is how you tell someone doesn't know what they're talking about. Whenever someone tells you, oh, every Joey needs a range card. No, they do not. Every Joey does not need a range card. Every Joe, every little combat llama, remember to leave your combat llama. Llamas, lead the way. Okay, combat llamas, lead the way, all the way. All right, so what's going to happen here is every Joey does not need a range card. Every Joey needs a sector sketch. Machine guns use range cards. Joes use sector sketch. When I say Joes, I mean riflemen. So what's going to happen now, every battle buddy team is going to draw a sector sketch of what is in front of them. Like a picture. Like imagine just a picture on a piece of paper like this. They're just going to draw out dead space. I don't have time to teach you all this right now. Okay? But I'm trying to articulate the minimum of things you can do in Minecraft to be successful. So they're all going to do a sector sketch of what they see. The squad leaders are going to go around. They're going to collect up the sector sketches, ensuring if it's nighttime, he can use his PEC 15 to identify. Okay, aim at what I'm aiming at. You see that? See that tree or whatever? That is your left sector. See what I'm aiming at here? That is your right sector of fire. The team leader is going to do that, and then the squad leader is going to spot check. Squad leader is going to go to each thing, because your Joes, sometimes, unfortunately, your little combat llamas lead the way all the way. Sometimes your combat llamas are a little sleepy, a little sluggish. So you just got to, hey, wake up, show me your sector of fire, okay? So sector sketches are complete. All sector sketches are going to get turned into the RTO, the radio telephone operator, and the platoon leader. They're going to make sure that nothing crazy. So say a rifleman in first squad, because this is first, this is second, this is third, and weapons will be at the apex. It'll be a 240 here, 240 here, and if you have it, a 240 here, okay? If a rifleman in first squad, let's say this guy, let's say he identified an enemy freaking combat llama storage point in Minecraft. He identified a llama down here. Well, guess what everyone's going to do? Pack up and leave, legitimately. And we're going to have to do it all over again, because if you find something suspicious on your sector sketch or something that is not easily defendable, then you need to freaking bounce. But we're going to assume that every member, all the sector sketches look good. The RTO is going to physically combine them. Okay, he's going to combine them. He's going to array them in a way that it looks like if he's going to make a little triangle or a big line. Does that make sense? Of all the pictures. That way it draws a picture for the boss. Then we're going to get into the next priority of work. Let's take a water break. Actually, I need to chug this protein, because I need to hit my protein goal. Okay. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, guys. I'm going to have to keep saying it until we get the word out. We got to get the message out, okay? So after security is established, then we're going to move on to weapons maintenance. Now, weapons maintenance, we're not going to break the weapon all the way down. We're simply going to take the bolt. Oh, I should have freaking staged it. Dang it. Okay, well, we're just going to take the bolt carrier group out, and we're going to wipe it dry, re-lubricate, put it back in. We're not taking the weapon all the way apart. Someone guess why? Correct. Because Joey will lose. Your little combat llama that leads the way, well, guess what? They're going to freaking lose a piece of their weapon. All right? So, weapons maintenance. How are we going to do weapons maintenance if we have to pull security? Correct. No less than 50%. And machine guns, you have to coordinate. So if 1249 or a 240 is broke, well, the 240s aren't part of security, but you're never going to break down. If you have 240 here, 240 here, 240 here, you're only going to break down one at a time. you're never going to break down 2 at a time, because then you lose security, right? You lose the freaking edge. In Minecraft, you got to stay lethal, right, for defensive purposes. So weapons maintenance is going to happen. Machine guns are going to alternate. They're never all going to break down. Riflemen are going to go 50%. Once weapons maintenance is good, then we're going to get on to hygiene. The way hygiene is going to work, we'll use this Battle Buddy team as a good example. One dude is going to high crawl, literally. He's going to high crawl back. He's going to bring his little freaking doggone baby wipes, and he's going to do a baby wipe hygiene, okay? Shave his face if he needs to. Everyone's still going to shave their face. You got to, okay? You got to keep hygiene up. So you're going to do you're going to brush your teeth. You're going to do your baby wipe stuff. You're going to change your socks. You got to take care of your troops' feet. If they can't walk, they can't fight. If they can't fight, we can't win, okay? So take care of their feet. Brush your teeth really quick. Cut your little toothbrush in half, okay? That way you just have some little tiny thing of toothbrush and just brush your teeth. You'd be surprised what a good, having your teeth brushed, how much morale that will improve, okay? So once hygiene is complete, they crawled off the line, they did their hygiene, and they came back. Okay, then the other guy came down, crawled off the line, did his hygiene, and came back. Chow is going to occur the same way. One guy's going to crawl back, eat. Now, when you're doing all this, you're not unpacking your ruck. Let me check the camera to make sure we're still good. We're good. Okay, we're not unpacking our ruck. We're pulling out one thing, using it, and putting it away. There should never be stuff all over the patrol base. That is my biggest pet peeve, is seeing stuff all over the place. Keep your ruck packed up, ready to move at a moment's notice. You're going to conduct your chow plan. Same manner. You pull you're not heating up your MRE. You're freaking opening it, slamming it, next item. Open it, slam it, next item. Open it, slam it. When you get to the end of the MRE, there's a salt packet in your MRE. You need to try to consume that salt packet. What that salt packet is going to do is going to retain water and keep you alive, okay? After you've consumed your MRE, and all your trash is going to get packed up. Also, field strip your MREs. If you don't know what field stripping an MRE is, I'll do a video if you ask me to do a video. I'm not going to do it if you don't ask. So if you want a video on field stripping an MRE, leave a comment. So after chow is complete, then we're going to conduct our sleep. Sleep is either going to be 50% or 33% security, okay? It means exactly that. Either 1 in every 3 dudes are awake, or 1 in every 2 dudes are awake. You're going to sleep in the same sleeping system as your battle buddy. So your battle buddy has his sleep system out, his, I don't know, what do civilians call it? A sleeping bag. What do they call it? Oh my goodness. Whatever. The freaking sleeping bag, right? Yeah, your sleep system. So if one dude has his sleep system out and he's sleeping, when he gets woken up, okay, he's just going to leave his sleep system out and his battle buddy is going to use the same sleep system. One key note is your freaking boots, okay? So when you're changing your socks, you're not taking both boots off at one time. You're going to take one sock off. If you have like a couple seconds, try to dry off, and put a new sock on. You're never going to take both boots off at the same time. Additionally, even if your boots are soaking wet, you're still going to change your socks, okay? Because you need to allow the old socks to dry out, and you need to give your foot even the tiniest time. It will help heal your foot. Trust me. I've been doing this for a minute. So still change your socks, even if your boots are soaking wet. And you have to make sure your troops are actually doing it, because they won't. They'll try to cut corners, and then their feet will get ruined, okay? So make sure they're changing their socks 1 boot at a time. For sleep, I talked about that. Okay, let's see. Oh, if you have claymores, you're never going to go outside in front to do anything, even for camouflaging your position. I'll do a class at a later date if you guys want on how to dig, okay? But obviously you would have to dig in and dig a hasty fighting position as well. That's a whole nother class. If you want it, you got to ask for it, okay? I'm not just going to make it. You guys requested this spicing camping video, so that's why I'm doing it. Claymores, that's a whole nother step too. You would exit through the 6. You would let everyone know that someone's going out first, exit through the 6. Let's say you're going to do it here, so you would simply go out 100, go left 50, go right 100, go back 50, right, to do a hasty recon, and then you would set up your claymore. A lot of you guys probably don't know how to set up a claymore, so I'm not really going to go too far into it. Okay, last couple of things I want to cover before we get you guys out of here. In here, the medic needs to make a slit trench. The slit trench is where you're going to go potty and poo-poo, okay? That's going to happen in here. slit trench, okay? So Doc, your implied task is to establish that slit trench. Weapons squad leader, your implied task is to have them dig a weapons finding position. It's like a big foxhole, and you need to get them up on tripod, and you need to link in ammunition, and you need to establish a range card, and you need to give all 3 range cards to the boss, the PL, okay? All right, guys, that's a lot of talking. I think I got the pertinent information out to you. Let's see, the video, if you got this far, I think most of you guys are used to it by now. What should the video be? See, I gotta be somewhat picky because I hate seeing the same emoji a million times. We'll do a freaking hat. A hat is the emoji, okay? Baseball hat. So if you got this far and you're one of my real freaking OGs, leave a hat emoji. Guys, in summary, don't ever forget planning, recon, security, control, and common sense. They apply at all times while occupying your patrol base. Follow these basic steps if you want to be successful. If you have questions, ask in the comment section down below. Llamas lead the way. And until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average patrol base enjoyer, signing out. Cheers.